Winners never quit, right? Well, wrong. Winners quit all the time. They just know when to quit and what to quit. And that's what this book digs into. So, Seth Godin wrote this book called The Dip. It talks about a framework towards evaluating situations or like new obstacles or new tasks or new ventures, what have you. And he talks about this process of where you start off, you got that big surge of excitement. There's that all that energy in the front. You learn a lot a little bit in the beginning. You learn a lot in that early part in the beginning, and then there's the dip. You get to that point where that luster kind of fades, and all of a sudden it just seems a lot harder. There's a lot less reward for every hour of action you take, but you also in the back of your mind know, hey, if I just stick with it, I'll get through the dip, right? And I'll get to the other side, and all the benefits are mine, right? But he talks about in this book how sometimes it's dumb to basically be in that position, because oftentimes most people, we quit when we experience that. We sort of identify with the short-term pain and we forget the benefits in the long term. And so this book talks about essentially what he describes as sort of that mature, smart process of evaluating our opportunities, looking to see, hey, is this even worth pursuing? And it's sometimes very smart to just decide, you know what, that's not worth going after. I know it makes sense and I know it, I can get the long term benefit, but I don't want to experience the dip, right? So that's kind of like what the book talks about. But it also talks about the dumbest thing you could possibly do, which is start, get frustrated, and then quit in the dip, because then you're really just repeating a pattern and developing a skill of just trying something out and quitting, right? And there's no results if you quit during the dip. And so this book gives a framework over different examples throughout businesses and within entrepreneurial life or within just communication that I love, because that's what this channel is all about. It's sort of enhancing communication, and whether that's your own business and you're trying to sell more, or you're trying to build out a team as an entrepreneur, or if you're what I like to call, the term is intrapreneur within a larger organization, and you've got a department or you want to run an initiative. I think communication and understanding, whenever you're going to go into a new venture, you're going to experience the dip. So, love this book because it's a short read. I like Seth Godin because he tends to repeat the message over and over again, which is helpful for someone like me who just needs the repetition to get it in. And again, this is kind of the inspiration. This kind of idea is what I'm hoping to inspire in you, is that you don't just watch this quick minute video and you're sort of like, oh, I get that. It's the dip. I get it. But really just take an hour, dig through this. Because I swear this book has saved me countless times where I'm able to apply a framework and avoid headaches, avoid frustration, avoid the pain of quitting, because it's just again a great book kind of on that topic. And also, more than anything, this book has given me permission to quit when I realize I'm in a dip and I should never have even started in the first place. But at least I'm not going to continue wasting the energy trying to get a reward that just ultimately isn't worth it. So I know sometimes more will be revealed as you sort of start a venture. You sort of start to dig into it and you realize, what, maybe this isn't worth it. This book gives me a good framework. I'm someone who just has to complete everything. If I'm reading a book, I need to read every page, even the acknowledgments by the author. Like, I want to read everything. And so it's all or nothing for me. And if you're like that, this book will kind of give you permission to quit on some things that you're probably wasting time on. So a short read, again, maybe an hour, and it saved me countless hours. So highly recommend it. If you got something out of this video, leave a comment. Let me know maybe something that you're thinking now, hey, you know what? Maybe I'm going to apply that there. Maybe I'm going to check it out. Maybe there's something I'm pursuing, or maybe there's something that you're scared to start because you're worried about the dip. Leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. Like the video if you got something out of it. And yeah, subscribe. I'm trying to do a video every day this year. Loving the growth so far in the comments, so keep them coming. And then until next time.